We're back, everybody. I just wanted to give you a good look at this awesome, huge food plot right here in the middle of the woods. It's all swamp on the bottom side, and this is just how serious the neighbor takes his food plots. So, you know, I do a lot of work on mine over across the road, but I'll tell you, we hold a lot of deer when, you know, we all take food plots really serious, and this whole entire hidden field is just awesome. Brian did a fantastic job fitting it up. I mean, it looks like he's planting somebody's front yard out here. It looks absolutely awesome. I'm just kidding, this isn't a food plot. This is Brian's new seating piece. But I was just out here admiring it. It looks really, really good. I think he would do a really good job planting food plots just by judging his new seating. You can see I don't know what the heck that is, but you can see them all out here. Even though this is new seeding, it'll be good feed for the cows. I bet the deer really like it too. Let's go see if we can find a chuck. You can see this is a food plot that I didn't actually plant last year just because it gets all this runoff off these fields and it pools up down here, and I just never get a very good stand. We got a bunch of dead material on the top side of this. This was just kind of brushy last year, so I figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and light all this crap on fire and get it burned out of here. And then I could come in with some clover seed and just kind of put it down over top and let it take. I don't think I'm going to plant it again this year. I did frost seed a little clover into the middle where it was kind of bare ground. You can see all that clover is really coming up pretty good in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and get all this thick stuff off the edges here by burning it, and we'll come in with some clover and cover seed it once all this crap kind of burns out of here. Obviously, it's not going to go anywhere because we got a lot of green foliage all around it. It's going to take out all the dead stuff, and then that'll be it. Well, that's the first time I've ever seen geese in the strip food plot. Guess they're just down there checking things out. You can really see how much it opened up the right side of that plot now that I got those other thorn apple trees out of there. You can really see, you know, down in there where you couldn't before. Oh, I just spotted a woodchuck. It's standing up looking at me right now, so I'm gonna wait to move when it goes back down, and we're gonna whack it with the .6. Gotta wait for him to go down. Well, I waited for that chuck to come back out. It ran back into its hole and got out of here while the getting was good, and he never came back out. So we'll go see if we can find another one.
good.
Yep. Man, what a beautiful day it is out here. It's Saturday, April 24th. And first thing I want to mention, if you didn't watch my cousin Johnny's youth turkey hunt that we had this morning, I recommend go check it out. It was absolutely awesome. He got his very first turkey hunt ever. He killed his very first turkey. It was sweet. But what we're doing this afternoon is Kaylee and I got a bunch of sawtooth oak trees, and then we got a couple swamp oaks. And I'm gonna plant these trees. I've got some that I'm gonna plant down here in Cherry Ridge, and I just planted one of them right here. This is the very first sawtooth oak ever on the property. Right here it is, just a little tiny guy. It actually looks dead, but hopefully it's still alive. Planted it right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing staked. It's gonna go just like that to protect it, and we got to get some stakes and stake it in. But this is kind of a cool spot, you know. It's kind of a, oh, if the dog don't take it out. It's kind of this point that is surrounded by swamp here. It's kind of a high point. You can see there's some other hardwoods. It's a maple right there that's growing, and it's good ground right here. So we're gonna put one right there, and then down this gator path along the creek, right at the end of our property over here, I'm gonna plant kind of a line of them, and I'm gonna do it off a tree that I'm gonna end up putting a stand in, and I'm gonna plant them, you know, like 10, 20, 30, 40 yards off of that tree to mark my distance with those sawtooth oak trees. I was nervous when I got them. I got them from the egg center, and they look pretty dead. And the guy, I asked him when he gave it to me, I'm like, those are those alive? You know, I wasn't trying to be a smart ass or anything, but he's like, yeah, that's how they're supposed to look. So I guess they look pretty darn dead to me, but we're gonna plant them and see if they take. I'll obviously let everybody know if they do. So we're gonna go down there and plant these other ones. I'll just leave the tube there because I have to go get stakes for them all. Thinking I want to plant another one right over, probably right in this gap right here. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, there's number 2 in. I'm not going to video planting every one of these, they're pretty boring. Oh, girl. Scout's gonna take my tree out before it even gets a chance to go. Okay, everybody, we got everything planted accordingly. We now have 20 sawtooth oaks and cherry ridge, and we have a few swamp oaks as well. It'll be interesting to see how they do. I'm hoping that they do good. I'm gonna obviously maintain right around where I planted these, and bring the weed eater in here, you know, throughout the summer, and knock down all this, you know, anything that's going to be growing around it, so it's not competing with my little oak tree in there. But the Bailey farm now has oak trees officially for the first time in years and years. They're just little, but you know, maybe I'll be able to enjoy them when I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. Who knows? We'll see.